Stadium hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston.
What are you doing? Why are we playing Houston? What are the odds we're playing Houston?
And we are underway from Houston.
How are we playing the same team, bro? Yeah, bro.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Did I get a sack or not?
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it.
Bro,
and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now.
Watch out for the
a little
screen,
bit of pressure
man.
going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And that one off the mark behind him,
that was like
incomplete.
A throw.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
You're down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
You would start running backwards.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Look at that block.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
That was a free tutty, you think.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now,
I guess we'll score a touchdown here.
Had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. My God. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 55 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
This play's so OP. Look,
they'll send the tight end in motion. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Down, bro. If you celebrate. Oh, are you?
Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Question, Stanley, you work here?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the...
No way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Crazy, bro.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in
What is
this
Mixon looking at, bro?
He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh,
they
yeah.
intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stroud backed up near his goal line. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell, 96 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Yeah, because I'm like that.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Right.
They'll try and throw for it.
That's exactly how you run it.
Was he in?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's how you run it.
2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback.
What?
But number 4 is kind of, you're like, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Inside handoff to Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Mixing up the middle.
Oh,
and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Nobody's here to save you.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And Stroud now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform.
I would have had that, too.
4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Houston's offense already at the line set to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put
down the numbers. There he goes. Joe Mixon.
Look at that pussy.
Go.
Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 70 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Nigga, horses don't stop. They keep on. You know the whole time he was saying hustlers don't stop?
Is going to stay
I could have sworn
out
nigga was saying horses don't stop. You saying hustlers.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
I'm ready like that. In your best pack. In your best versus the light pack. Nigga Prince will outlive Mike Jackson. What? Ooh. You said nigga Prince outlive Mike Jack. It's not enough.
Fighting his way through contact. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Okay.
Fuck you, Andrew.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Stroud. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Brett, what?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, they don't care, man.
Now Stroud. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Bro, can they
Take down.
please lead the
2
game?
catches,
Like,
2
give up, man.
touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Back to throw. Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
I mean, I don't know, man. I guess let's keep running up the score.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go, Stanley! Like, I don't understand. What makes you stay in the game when you're down 30? I don't.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Oh,
and now here is another interception. He may go. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans just continue to roll.
You would think so.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. He hits the big target.
Oh, there you go. It only took 45 goddamn points.